So I went to go see Taken 3. It stars Liam Neeson, Forrest Whitaker, and Maggie Grace, and it's directed by Olivier Megaton, which is a fantastic name. He seems to be Luc Besson and Robert Kamen's current go-to director for films that Luc Besson does not want to direct. Seriously, the last 3 films that he's done, Transporter 3, Columbiana, and Taken 2, all films written by those 2 guys. Now, this film brings back Stuart St. John from the first film. You might remember him. He was the rich, successful multimillionaire who was there to make Brian feel like an unsuccessful husband and father and just man in general. Yeah, well, this time he's in severe debt to some really nasty Russians. He's so afraid of those guys that he gets complete facial reconstructive surgery, wouldn't even be able to tell that it's the same person. It's amazing. Well, anywho, those Russians actually kidnap and kill Lenore, frame Brian for it, and which, leads you into this whole chase where Brian's trying to figure out, who actually killed them to get revenge, and the police are tracking him down, hounding his every step, kind of like The Fugitive, except nowhere near as good a film. Holy crap, this movie is horrible. Seriously, whose idea was it to make Taken into a series in the first place? I enjoyed the first film as much as anyone, mind you, but it was a pretty standalone movie. It didn't need 2 sequels. I mean, it was good, but... Oh, right, yeah, it made mountains of money, and Taken 2 made even more. Sorry, never mind. I can see why. Yeah, they'll just stretch anything into a series if they can make that much money off of it, I guess, even if it really doesn't fit. Go figure. In any case, let's be honest, story and writing has never really been the strong suit of the Taken franchise. They've pretty much just been adequate stories propped up by good acting and fun action, right? The story here is gone a bit downhill, even further from the second film. It's adequate, it's okay, but it's nothing very good. You've seen it before, and it's actually kind of trying to go too many places at once, which is unfortunate. The problem with this movie is, well, one, the acting is not quite as good as it has been in the past. Not that it's bad, mind you. I still like Liam Neeson, I still like Forrest Whitaker, they do a fine job, but it's not as good as they have delivered in other films, right? The problem here is the action. The action is just horrible, and let's go beyond that. It's not just the action, it's the cinematography in general for this entire film. Some of the worst I have seen in a long time. It's horrible. It's just like it's horrible. Okay, so let's be serious. Why is it so bad? Well, one, shaky cam. Not just shaky cam as in, hey, let's act like it's a documentary and someone has a, handheld camera. No, it's, hey, let's act like someone has a handheld camera and epilepsy. It's not good. Combine that with overly quick cuts, right? And, quick cuts can work, but there were some cuts in this film. A scene, like a shot lasted less than a second multiple times. I think probably the average little cut for an action scene was maybe a second before the camera angle had to switch. Combine those 2 things with just really strange, out-of-place shots. So, like, it would cut to a portion of Liam Neeson's face, or my personal favorite, during a chase scene, it cut to looking out the back of the car, but it wasn't showing anything following them, it was just a shot of the sky out the back of the car. I don't know why, but and it did it all the time, like in chase scenes. You can have a good chase scene and show the chase, right? But this, they'd be driving and it would show a shot of steering wheel, a shot of Liam Neeson's face, a shot of the front corner of the outside of the car, a shot of the car following him with no connection to anything else, to a shot of looking out the rear mirror, a shot of, like, the passerbys looking at the car chase. It was horrible. It was terrible. It didn't flow well, it didn't give a sense of continuity, it just gave me a headache. So in the end, I can't recommend this movie to really anyone. If you like Liam Neeson or Forrest Whitaker, it's still not good. If you like action movies, it's horrible action. If you like Luc Besson, it's not really a good Luc Besson movie. Stick with The Fifth Element, right? This just isn't a good film. It's not entertaining. It's more likely to cause you a headache than anything else. Just, if you have to go see it, try and spend as little as humanly possible to see it. Right? Go to a matinee, or even better, rent it, or even better, wait for it to come out on HBO before you give it a shot, right? But just, if at all possible, stay away. That's all I really can say about this thing. It's not good. Until next time, folks, enjoy film. Just maybe not this one, right?